Hey everybody, it's me and Buster Green, and I'm rushing out this video as fast as possible because this is a very dangerous public service announcement to my friends in the Gunpla community. We got a big problem here. Okay, so the Nightingale. The Nightingale has always been one of my favorite Gunpla. I have always dreamed of owning a Nightingale model kit when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, it was only available as a super expensive, like $300 resin kit. Now, as an adult, they finally released an HG version of the Nightingale, and that's all well and good, but it still costs like, I had seen it at retail for like $200 when it came out. I'm checking it today on Amazon. It's down to $80 now, but that's still a lot of money. And quite frankly, nowadays I'm like so busy that I probably wouldn't have time to build it. And even if I did build it, it's like supposedly like the size of like a basketball. So I'm not sure where I would store it in my house. Anyway, what we need to talk about today is China. So China, as you all know, has a tendency to bootleg things, and there's definitely been a lot of people like getting in on buying stuff from China lately. AliExpress has been popping off. There's some other sites that are kind of like Chinese Amazon and Chinese eBay, where people are getting a lot of like crappy stuff from China. So the thing I need to warn you guys about is this thing that is called the Red Soul Nightingale, or sometimes called the Red Soul Nighthawk. The only thing consistent is it's called the Red Soul. So the Red Soul is really interesting. What it appears to be, like a customized version of the real grade Sazabi, heavily modified to resemble the Nightingale as much as possible, which I kind of like, because if there's one thing I don't like about the Nightingale, it's just too fucking fat, you guys. It looks like fucking Cartman from South Park. But this thing is a scaled down Nightingale where it looks like it's more just like an upgraded Sazabi, or at least the base of the Sazabi, with all the signature Nightingale parts, the signature giant skirt, the signature giant shoulders, and the signature giant head. So like on the surface, that seems cool to me. And on top of that, this thing is retailing on average about $60, so it's $20 cheaper than the full-size HG Nightingale. Plus, I do kind of prefer real-grade kits, so that also appeals to me. However, don't buy this thing. So here's the thing that the reason I'm making a video about this. Apparently, people bought it because it came out this week, and people who bought it are getting poisoned on their hands. Something about this thing is just made wrong. The general consensus is it's either covered in like asbestos or something very, very dangerous to the human body, or maybe it's like made of like an inferior material that has like some kind of poisonous component inside it. Like there seems to be no saving this thing. It's just a poisonous Chinese bootleg in a long line of bad Chinese bootlegs. And I get that, like, I remember there was like that massive scandal a few years ago where like scammers in China were making bubble tea out of used tires. And now the scammers in China are making Gundam models out of asbestos. So, I mean, like, yeah, game recognizes game here, but totally shit. Do not buy this thing. Like there's like all these like shots of nerds in China and Japan who have bought it already, and like they're breaking out in hives. They're getting like severe burns on their hands just from touching this thing, because whatever the fuck is in this thing, it's not safe for human materials. It's got to be something wrong with the plastic, because if it was just dirty, I assume you could wash it off. So there's got to be something really, really bad about it. Like, I just wouldn't want this thing in my house if I were you guys. And yeah, like, do not buy this thing. It will low-key poison you. It might give you cancer. And apparently it burns your hands if you touch it, which is mega, mega fucked. So yeah, this thing, I'm putting on all alerts out bulletin. Do not buy it under any condition. If someone gifts it to you, get your money back. Just stay away from this thing. I really do like the design. I think the design is cool as shit. But yeah, this is another like Chinese buyer beware situation. So I cannot in any conscience recommend this thing to you guys, and I'm straight up warning you guys to avoid it, or you'll burn your fucking hands. So that's it for me. I'm relaunching my anime tonight, and I'm really excited about that. Come back at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've really increased the frame rate, and I think it's as good as it can get right now. So anyway, I'm out. Later.